Hi, in this video I'll be demonstrating a question that a participant had asked me. The requirement was that we have a list of cells or different cells where there are different data validations created in a particular column. So as you can see in B3 I have ABC, value ABC, in B4 I have value D, value E and value F, and in B5 I have value G, value I, and in B6 I have value J, K and L. These validations are not coming from a separate location. These are hard-coded values. So under allow I have chosen list and I have hard-coded the values here because that was the requirement in this situation. I thought this could be done by VBA. So I came to ChatGPT and I asked it first to use VBA and extract the data validation and display them in a message box. So I had a larger problem. I broke that problem down into multiple steps. First, I wanted to see if GPT could extract the values and display them in the message box. So this was the first code. I copy the code, come back, Alt F11 to open the VBA editor, go to insert and insert a module and paste the code. Once you've pasted the code, close. To run the code, you can come to view, you can come to macros, view macro, and this is the macro that I just copied, extract dv list. I click on run and it displays all the values from the validation as a list to me in a message box. I press OK. Then my next step was that once it could extract them, I now specify that I want to only display the first value from each dropdown. So it created this code for me. I'm not going to go into the specifics of code. I'm just showing you how you can utilize ChatGPT to help you with the problem. I used the, and this was O3 mini, I guess, which I've used. This is because I can get the reasoning here. GPT-4o was not able to help me with this. I tried it on GPT-4o multiple times, but it's still making some or the other error. So now I wanted to see that if it can list all the values, can it only give me the first value, because that is the requirement here. So I copy this, I come back, I press Alt F11, and over the same code, I remove that and paste the new code, which is extracting the first data validation value. I can close this, come back, go to view, and in view towards the right, go to macros and view macros, and this is the macro that I want to run, extract first dv value. I can click on run, and from each list it shows me only the first value. So because I have used an alphabetical order and each data validation list has 3 drop downs, so ABC, DEF, HIJ, so on and so forth. So if you see, this has A at the first position, this has D at the first position, this has G at the first position, and this has J at the first position. Now once this was done, I also wanted to populate those values in each of those cells while ensuring or while maintaining the data validation. So then I specified my next requirement, which is, can you now put the first value in each relevant cell? So it's replaced the drop-down list in column B with the first value while keeping the original data validation intact. Now I did not specify that, but that is what I wanted and it assumed that, which is okay for me. But ideally, be explicit in your prompts and explain exactly what you're looking for. Copy. Again, not going to go into code. It is basically a loop. It is using different properties that Excel has so that it can extract the validation list and then overwrite them in the cells itself. And I come back, Alt F11 to go to Visual Basic. In my same module, remove the old code, paste the new code, and it's a much shorter code now. And I can close this, come back, go to view, go to macro, go to view macros, and I have the module right here. I can run this and it gives me a message box that each value from each dropdown has been placed in the relevant cells. And you can see that the dropdown still exists. The validation has not gone away. The validation still exists, and I was able to populate the first value as well. This is a very specific use case, but just wanted to demonstrate how you can utilize generative AI for copying and pasting the code and using it to generate code, then copy and paste it in the relevant module in VBA and then run it to get your specific requirement. Thank you.